All right, so I was checking out Nike's website the other day and I found this interesting looking pair of sneakers on the site. This is called the Nike Glide FLYEASE and the retail is $120. Fit to me was true to size when I tried these on, but here is the sneakers right here. It comes in the recycled Move to Zero box, as you could see right here, which is kind of cool that they're doing something like that. Also, it's very minimalistic in the inside. There's no paper. They do have paper inserts in the shoe, but there's no paper wrapping them and stuff in the box. Anyway, this is a recycled pair of sneakers from the regrinded bottoms to the recycled Zoom X on the insole. But the part that caught my eye the most was the fact that this was a FLYEASE version, which you could see the butt is a Springy right here, and it's supposed to be a no hands kind of sneaker. Now we saw the Nike Go FLYEASE already earlier this year, and those ones generated a ton of hype. And the resale on those ones are kind of crazy as well. I did a review on my channel for those of you that missed it, but I actually gave away my pair to Louis. If you haven't seen, he's the one that did the viral TikTok. He's like disabled, and he basically was kind of pissed because Nike didn't really hook up those people that were disabled, and people were reselling them, and it was just kind of a mess. Any which way, I decided to give him my pair since he was actually a 9.5. So it worked out perfectly for him. This is kind of a different version of that. So again, this is not the Go FLYEASE, this is the Glide FLYEASE, meaning you can just, I guess, glide your foot right in and go. Anyway, I wanted to give you guys my thoughts on this new sneaker model and let you guys know if it's worth buying or not for 120 bucks. Let's jump in. What is going on, guys? Hes here, collectivekicks.com. Hopefully you guys are having a great day out there. If you guys are new to my channel, hit that subscribe button. And if you guys haven't shopped on my website, feel free to check it out. It is in the description. Basically, I just post a bunch of sneaker deals from Nike and Adidas and sites like those. Also, social in the description of the video as well. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I'm trying to build up the following over there on Twitter specifically. But anyway, right into the shoe. This is an interesting one. Again, it's a Flyknit upper. It looks like recycled Flyknit. And then it has a very interesting lockdown to the shoe. Now, I tried these on immediately as soon as I got them because I wanted to see how they were, honestly, because I did try the Go FLYEASE, and these are definitely different feeling on feet. It feels more like one of the Space Hippies because of the midsole than it does the other shoe. The other shoe was interesting because you slide it in and then snap down, and it was pretty cool, but it did have a little bit of a squeak when I was walking around. This definitely feels like more of a solid shoe. But again, Nike regrinded midsole. I like in the front right here, they have the regrinded traction pad right here in the smoked out color. And then they have the regrinded outsole right here in red. I like that they just did that difference there. And also I like that there is two different tones of red. So I thought it was the same thing. It looks like a continuation, but once you get them in hand, you're like, nah, this is obviously recycled outsole. And then this is a kind of a marbled recycled cage that they used to create it. And it looks really, really interesting. First of all, on feet, just out the gate, I would say because of the upper itself really feels to me like the Nike Roshi runs back in the day or the sock darts. For those of you that like that free liberating toe wiggling feeling in your shoes, that was what I remember most about the Nike Roshi run. Those are really comfortable shoes from back in the day before like Adidas Boost came out, but the midsole wasn't super crazy comfortable. It was just the upper and how relaxed it was. I thought that was really what made that shoe great, especially for wide footers. This gives you that sort of liberating feeling when you put them on. You don't feel a lot of structure on the upper of the shoe, which is good and bad. It's great if you like that feeling. It's bad if you plan on running in these shoes, lifting weights in these shoes, doing anything that's somewhat sort of activity related, because you could slip right out of the side of the upper of these things. It's definitely that loose. But I do like that feeling of just having a free-flowing knit upper, but just know that it's not a one-stop shop. Like, you can't wear this everywhere. The lockdown is really interesting too for this, whatever lockdown you could say. It is a little bit bunched on this side, and that's because they have a rubber band, more or less, that's coming up and around the side of the shoe here. So it's kind of pulling towards that direction, which leaves a really interesting look to the shoe because it just looks disheveled and it doesn't look very symmetrical, I guess. But then you have this, the pull tab too, that does the same thing. So it's kind of like, it's a little bit of a pull tab, but it's like sideways, and then it's wedged on sideways like a triangle. So it doesn't lay down flush. Like at first it was bugging out. Like I looked at this, I was like, why isn't this straight? But then once you put them on, it doesn't really matter, because at the end of the day, when you're actually trying these on with no hands, I really thought it was going to get bunched up right here in this front section because it's so disheveled looking. But it seems like what they did actually has a purpose, because you can slide your foot into the shoe and push down on the heel and you're good to go. You definitely can put these on and off with no hands, because again, I took it as a challenge to see how difficult this would be with socks, without socks. Without socks, it's obviously a lot easier. There's no grip that kind of attaches to this upper. But even with socks, you could just slide your foot in, kind of wiggle it in. It doesn't feel like it's going to form into shape, and then it pop, all of a sudden everything's in shape. Even the tongue, every single time the tongue covered that part of my shoe just right. It didn't fold under. So kudos to the design team, because again, functionality wise, this is a hit. It actually works the way that they are telling us it does. Now, a couple words from what Nike says on their website. This is the Nike Glide FLYEASE Premium, $120. Says the world's greatest athletes don't have much time to get from their event to the medal stand. Still in the zone and surging with adrenaline, the last thing that they want to do is tie another pair of shoes. The Nike Glide FLYEASE offers a hands-free solution with a laceless design. You just step in and go. It has soft, springy cushioning and a fit that's snug and plush all around. Ideal for athletes who want a shoe that's quick, easy, and comfortable to wear. Made with at least 20% recycled materials by weight. This shoe has hands-free FLYEASE entry. Its flexible heel collapses when you step in and then snaps back into place to secure your foot. The midsole is made using foam taken from the factory floor and remolded. The part of the cushioning that's right under your foot is made from recycled ZoomX foam for an incredibly plush and responsive feel. A thick cable-like elastic cord pulls down over your foot so the shoe fits snugly without the need of laces. Traction on the outsole comes from rubber sourced from factory floors as well. Anyways, lots of good things to be said about the shoe, but let's check the weight because they do feel a little heavy to me. And they are 12.6 ounces, so it's not a light shoe. It's not a performance-based shoe, as it said. If I was still in school, this would be the pair of sneakers that I would wear to the basketball game or on the way home, but obviously not the one to play hoops in. So how is the overall comfort of the sneakers? Well, from the midsole, it's interesting. It's like, it's comfortable, but it's not the most comfortable. It has kind of like an interesting shape. Maybe just the shape of my foot doesn't match the way that the shape of the insole is. I have a fairly flat foot for those wondering, but there's a little bit of an arc right in here, and I feel that digging in a little bit on the side of my shoe right over here. When you do step in the shoe though, there is a significant amount of squish there, so it does feel pretty good when you're walking around. You have to put a lot of weight to compress it, but you can definitely feel it. But it is kind of interesting. It's funny though, because some shoes have less there, and just the placement overall on the shoe makes it like it's more impactful. This one doesn't feel like it has a ZoomX in the midsole in all the right places to have that ultimate squishy feel. But of course, not every shoe is made to be really, really squishy. So yes, it's comfortable. Yes, it has some squish there, but again, just the shape of it in general on my foot, it feels a little bit off. Like it's not the most comfortable because maybe for me, it's just a little bit too narrow in the midfoot or just has a little bit too high of an arc. But try them on and let other people know what you guys think in the comment section, please. I went 9.5 true to size on these and it fits me perfectly. Not snug at all, definitely free feeling, and I like the way it feels on feet. All in all, is it a buy or not? I mean, I think that if you're looking for a recovery shoe or just a shoe to wear casually, and you like that Roshi Run feeling from back in the day, you should definitely give these a try. I think it does offer some of that, especially if you want something that's easy to put on. I said this time and time again, half the time I just want to be able to grab my shoes and go, especially when my kids were so little. I'd have to pick up Maddie, carry her out to the car, get her shoes, hold them in one hand, hold the keys and whatever else we need to get out, her Barbies or whatever in the other hand, and her pacifiers, and then get out and just go, basically, because I'm always usually running late with the kids. That most parents, thumbs up if you guys agree and know what I'm talking about, parents out there. You're always constantly, perpetually late with kids or close to being late. So if I can slide these on with her in my hand and everything else, then this will win for me. And you can do that with this shoe, surprisingly, because again, it just feels a little bit disheveled, and then all of a sudden it's on and you're ready to go. It's just really odd though, because it doesn't feel like it's going to slide on perfectly, and then you get it in and you shake it around and you're good to go. It's like perfectly on your foot. I think that the conceptual design is cool. Functionality is actually A1 as well, but the style I'm not 100% on. I think in hand it actually looks terrible, but on feet I didn't mind it. I thought that this part protruded so much in hand that I was like, it's going to look terrible on feet, but for some reason you put it on and you're like, yeah, it's not that bad. I don't know. Maybe you guys be the judge in the comment section as well. On feet, did it change your mind? Does it look better than in hand? Because for me, it felt better on feet than it looks in hand. And for 120 bucks, if you like new technology, you like something new, different, then I think it's a great opportunity to try something new, because there's a full size one on Nike's website right now. So if you guys want to buy a pair of them, check the link in the description, and you can go over to Nike's site and cop a pair. But that's my thoughts. What do you guys think? Leave a comment in the comment section. Thank you guys for stopping by and watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. And if you saw these guys sitting up here, I already did a review on these. Go check it out. I think it's worth it. This is a really great shoe from Adidas for 100 bucks. And this is, I mean, it's just a really cool looking model for summertime. And the Ozelia, man, really, really nice looking Yeezy alternative right here. So I did a review on those ones. Check that out. If you guys have sneaker suggestions for videos, of course, leave me some comments or hit me up on Twitter. But hopefully we'll see you guys back here for some more videos very soon. All right, peace, guys.